Hey friends, here showing you a video today how to use the wet on wet technique for our background for our surrealist elephant. So I am going to start by painting my entire paper just with water first. There's a little bit of tint here of pink, but that's okay. I want to get my whole paper good and wet. That way I can blend my watercolors nice and easy, so it'll look like a nice faded sunset or sunrise in my background. So we want to get the colors to blend together. So this technique, we use watercolor, we get the whole page wet, and then we're going to add some water to our watercolor, which will be wet, and they will blend very nice and evenly. And that's why they call it wet on wet. You could also call this technique a wash. Wash is when you have like a nice light color across your whole paper. Nothing too harsh, nothing with harsh lines. That's what a wash is. All right, so I've got my whole paper wet here. I'm going to use some of these warm colors to kind of create this sunset or sunrise. Start with this magenta here towards one side. And I'm going in one direction, kind of pulling towards me. I can pick up a little more magenta if I want it to be a little darker. Doing a little section here. Painting in one direction gives it a nice craftsmanship. It has a nice, neat quality. I'm going to go down here to my red. And I'm going to overlap just a small section of that to kind of mix the colors together and make them blend. I need to get my red a little more water here. I'm working kind of quickly because I don't want it to dry all the water that I added to my background. And I'm just moving down my line of colors here. A little more. If I want it to be darker, I add more paint. If I want it to be lighter, I add more water. And the goal is to have my whole page covered with color so that when I come in to add my elephant drawing, the background will already be complete behind it. So I'm overlapping a little bit of this color with my red, my orange and my red. Starting to kind of make some different colors here. And I'm working kind of quickly so that it doesn't dry, so these colors can blend together or fade together. It's just kind of this gradual movement of all these warm colors. Finally ending with my yellow, hopefully. So this is like a yellow-orange. Kind of want this section to be a little bit bigger. And I am picking up a few other colors along the way, but that's okay for my background here. And yellow. Kind of overlap that a little bit so it blends in together. And here is my sunset or sunrise using the watercolor technique, wet on wet. Oops, I picked up some orange down here. That's okay. Add a little more water if I want it to be lighter down here. And there you have it, wet on wet using warm colors, creating a watercolor wash.